It's official. Fishi Rishi has sounded the final bell for the asylum seekers living it up in 3- and 4-star hotels up and down the country at the taxpayers' expense. Before you all begin to cheer, keep in mind this is Fishi Rishi we're talking about. He is lying to you. He's feeling a little unloved because his ratings have plummeted, and the rumour is that letters have been piling into the 1922 committee demanding that he resigns through lack of confidence. That shouldn't really come as any surprise, because after all he is a member of the party of 1,000 backstabbers, all traitors just like him. But back to these criminals. Where do you think they're all going to go? Do you think that they're all going to just suddenly get jobs and pay rent? No, indeed not. What will happen is that they are going to be pushed into local communities. They're going to become the responsibility and the expense of local authorities. Yes, that's your council tax money that should be going on schools for your children. It should be going to fix roads in your neighbourhoods. It should be going towards your hospitals, your healthcare, your police forces, etc. It will now be helping to pay for these people to be living more discreetly, so that we can't pick on a hotel and say this hotel is full of criminals, because they'll be out there merging with the community until such time as they can raise the money to open their own barber shops and takeaways and so on and so forth, to launder money like so many others before them. We all know the high streets that are so familiar to us, and we all know exactly how it all works, although most people are too scared to speak up about it because they have become so gutless and so fearful of saying what needs to be said, and they are more concerned with saying what they think people want to hear. Unfortunately, despite this great deception, that's the minority. The majority of people are sick to death of this, and they can see that this is almost a national, social, political and ethnic genocide in the making. Nobody could have been watching what has happened over the last 2-3 weeks in London, in the heart of our democracy, and not been angered by the contempt shown for our society. People boldly waving the flags of terrorists, supporting terrorists, and the police turning a blind eye, and those very same police officers intimidating, harassing and even arresting British people for waving the flag of St. George or the Union flag. This is where we are at. But here's some food for thought. According to the UNHCR, there are over 110 million refugees around the world. There are also over 750 million people worldwide who have an interest or are planning to head for Europe, not just the UK, despite the fact that Bognor is quite appealing this time of year. There are other places in Europe equally as appealing. How many can Europe take before it is overrun with nutters who have come here with no intention to integrate and respect the host country in any way, shape or form? It is time for people to realise that it is not racist to want to protect your country. It is not racist to want to protect the entire continent of Europe from these people who are happy to just move here and breed themselves into the majority, or rather That's their plan. Their words, not mine. Go look it up for yourselves. Just remember, racist is a word used by those who do not want other people to hear what you have to say. Even on this thread, give it a few days and look through the thread and you'll see them appear one by one with no photo or an icon or something. People who wouldn't dare show their face, and their comments will speak for themselves. And as I've said before, where they appear intending to raise questions about me, they actually answer questions about themselves. You need to all open your eyes, and you need to stand up and fight, not just for the UK, but the whole of the European continent before it is too late. If there's one thing that the last 2 or 3 weeks should have taught us all, is that there are people out there who have no intention to live in peace with any culture that is different to their own. There are people walking our streets in this country who have made their intentions, their lack of respect, and their contempt crystal clear. If you do not open your eyes to it, if you do not hear what they are saying, then you are putting not just yourselves, but your children and your grandchildren's future in jeopardy. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you very much. Bye bye for now, and I'll see you next time.